Public Service and Administration Department says the Public Service Association has not followed proper procedure in organizing a workers' strike. It says public servants can only go on strike after the 19th of June if there is no deal. But the PSA says the mass action is legal. It's threatening to disrupt services at government departments in what it's calling a day of rage. We're joined now by PSA spokesperson Tahir Sema. Thank you so much for coming through, Tahir. And let's talk about this situation that you are facing. You're calling it a day of rage. And the minister and the department are saying that you're jumping the gun because where we are, there's a wage settlement on the table, and you can either accept it or not accept it within 21 days. And only then can that process of declaring a strike become even a factor in all of this. What do you say to that?
I'm not sure where the minister got that narration that we have to wait for 21 days. There's no such a thing. It doesn't exist. It's something that they've concocted, and they're starting to believe that it exists. As far as we are concerned, we have declared a dispute, and that dispute was conciliated, and conciliation failed. And in terms of the law, the legal principle, in terms of the Labour Relations Act, we can give the state 7 days notice of a strike action, and we did exactly that. Now, the issue of the 21 days, it is a process of the bargaining council. It's got nothing to do with legislative framework. So the 21 days is for those who are willing to sign. The PSA has told the minister a long time ago that we'll never accept this particular deal. So her notion that this strike is illegal, I said to her that she must take us to court. Let's see if it's true, because the only way that they're going to stop us is if they take us to court and a court of law interdict us from proceeding with our strike action.
Geez, Tahir, the language you use is quite strong. We will never accept this deal. Is it that bad, this deal that proposes increases of some 6 to 7% and variations in as far as that whole dispute about issues to do with housing subsidies are concerned? This is a deal you will never accept.
This is the most horrible deal that I've seen in my 21 years as a trade unionist. I've been in the public service. I've been part of negotiations throughout this whole time. And this deal, basically, it says we are giving the employer a blank check to basically decide how much our members are going to get in year 2 and year 3. It has never been seen. And if you look at it, year 2, they're getting lesser than the current year, and year 3, some public servants are not even going to get increase. Now, what kind of a union would sign an agreement that says its members are not going to get any increase? And you must also take into cognizance the economic factors that were not caused by us. Petrol is going up like rolling mass action. Is worse than our strike that we're going to have. 15% VAT increase. All these things are hitting deep into the pockets of our members. And for us to accept that 7% for the lowest paid employees is enough, that is absurd. It's something that we'll never agree to.
But you face a little bit of a problem there, Tahir. If Nehau flips, as it were, in a manner of speaking, and basically signs up to this agreement, it's over for you, isn't it? Because the majority of unions will have signed up.
You know what? You are quite correct. If the agreement becomes a majority agreement, we cannot go on strike legally. But I dare Nehau to sign this agreement. If they sign this agreement, then it's over for them, because this agreement will never be accepted by their members.
So by extension, you're saying it's over for the 48% thereabout that have already signed. It's over in terms of their credibility as unions?
Their credibility is gone. We are seeing it. We are seeing their members are revolting against it. There's no way that the public servant can accept this kind of a deal. This is detrimental. And what is worse about this particular deal? This is against a consolidated demand of labor. This is not even close to what we have agreed as labor in terms of our demands. This is a pure sellout position of these particular unions. And their members and the public servants will never forgive them. This will be a turning point in terms of the trade unions in the public service moving forward.
All right, Tahir Sema, thank you so much for coming through and talking to us. And I imagine that, as the months roll by, it's becoming harder and harder for some of your members to continue without that pay increase. But as you say, you will continue to demand what you believe is right for your members. That was Tahir Sema of the PSA talking to us.